Hi and welcome back to another video with us here at Footy Index Scout. After sitting back and watching the other big leagues around Europe kick off their new season, it's finally time for the Bundesliga to join in the fun. Following on from last week where we explored the top 10 performance buzz dividend yielding players in Serie A, this time it's the German league under our spotlight. With a league dominated by one big standout club, it will be interesting to see if they also dominate on Football Index, or if there were other clubs' standout stars who deserve the attention of investors. Once again, we'll only focus on those players who were in the Bundesliga last season. Number 10, Marco Reus. The 2017-18 season was decent if not spectacular for the Werder Bremen striker Marco Reus. Bagging just 6 goals including 1 hat-trick along with 8 assists in 29 appearances, it's no real surprise he only picked up 1 top forward and 1 top player dividend. These came from his hat-trick game and highest score of 227. With an average score of 82 and no other scores over 200, it would suggest that Reus, whilst solid, probably needs to once again net a few goals to be in contention. Number 9, Franck Ribery. At the grand age of 35, Franck Ribery is still floating around the Bayern Munich first team. Making 20 league appearances last season, he picked up 1 top midfielder and 1 top player award to give him 18p in dividends. This came in the 6-0 thrashing of Hamburg, with Ribery finding the net twice and claiming the game-winning goal bonus to reach 260 points. Whilst Ribery still undoubtedly has the talent, his age is certainly going to be a factor moving into the new season. Number 8, Niels Petersen. Ending last season with a healthy tally of 15 goals in 32 league games for Freiburg, Niels Petersen picked up 2 forward wins on Football Index, giving him a total dividend yield of 20p. Similar to Marco Reus, his highest score of 240 came courtesy of a hat-trick versus Cologne. Beyond that, his second winning score of 147 and an overall average of just 49 doesn't inspire too much confidence. Number 7, Robert Lewandowski. The second Bayern player so far in the top 10, it's maybe a little surprising to see Robert Lewandowski didn't claim more than 20p in PB dividends to place higher in the rankings. The Bayern goal machine picked up 2 top forward wins and only once cracked the 200 points mark, with his highest score being 230. For someone of Lewandowski's talent and playing in a relatively weaker league, we'd certainly like to see him challenge the other top forwards in world football a little more. Number 6, Daniel Caligiuri. As something of a hidden gem last season on Football Index, Caligiuri picked up 2 top midfielder and 1 top player wins to reach a total of 22p in dividends. Perhaps the biggest indicator of his success comes from an overall average of 119. In 22 eligible fixtures on Football Index, he only failed to reach triple figures 5 times. Along with 2 scores over 200 with his highest of 235, it's easy to see why Caligiuri has the attention of traders. Number 5, Christoph Kramer. Next up we have another midfielder who also picked up 2 top midfielder and 1 top player awards last season, along with also netting 22p in dividends. However, in comparison to the previous entry, Christoph Kramer doesn't quite tick the same boxes. His overall average is just 85 and only has 1 score over 200. With his next high score being 146, Kramer will almost certainly need to boost these numbers next season in order to be competitive on Football Index. Number 4, Marco Reus. Having suffered with injury for most of last season, Reus only managed to compete in 15 eligible games on Football Index, so for him to pick up 2 forward wins perhaps gives an indication of what a fully fit Marco Reus could achieve. Those wins resulted in 24p dividends, however it should be noted that his 2 winning scores were 210 and 167, so nothing too spectacular. That said, a player of Reus's talent and hopefully an injury-free season will certainly have the attention of plenty of traders ready to purchase. Number 3, Joshua Kimmich. The only defender to break the top 10, that honour falls to Bayern attacking fullback Joshua Kimmich. Picking up 3 top defender wins last season, he delivered 28p in dividends to investors. Again, it's perhaps a little surprising that Kimmich hasn't posted some slightly more impressive numbers. With an overall average of 105, he has so far failed to post a single score above 200. What he does have in his favour though is consistency. In 34 games, he only posted scores below 109 times, and of those, only 4 were from games in the starting 11. Number 2, Thiago Alcantara. Another player who missed large chunks of last season due to injury, Thiago Alcantara still managed to claim second spot thanks to 3 top midfielder and 2 top player wins. This delivered a total of 30p in performance buzz dividends. These wins are backed up with some impressive top 5 scores, which are all over 200 with the highest being 268. With performances like this, it's no surprise that Thiago has been the subject of transfer speculation from Real Madrid and his old club Barcelona this summer. Investors will be keen to see if he remains at Bayern and of course hoping that he remains injury-free. Number 1, James Rodriguez. Completing a Bayern Munich top 3, James Rodriguez was the number 1 player to deliver performance buzz dividends in the Bundesliga last season. Comparative streets ahead of all the previous 9, Rodriguez finished the season with a whopping 7 top midfielder and 4 top player wins to his name. This delivered a huge total of 79p to his delighted investors. There had been speculation that Real Madrid would recall the Colombian after his impressive season, but it looks like Bayern will get to keep their star man for at least another year. With 6 scores over 200 and an overall average of 116, there will be plenty of traders thankful of his decision to stay and will be looking to reap further rewards. So there we go, that completes our rundown of the top 10 players to return performance buzz dividends on Football Index in the Bundesliga last season. We should note a couple of players missing from this list. Naby Keita was 8th overall, however he has of course since transferred to Liverpool and so we chose to omit him from this comparison. The other is Ademola Lookman, currently back with his parent club Everton after spending last season on loan at RB Leipzig. The forward would have been 3rd on this list with 30p in dividends coming from 2 top forward and 1 top player wins. There is speculation that Lookman will rejoin Leipzig next season on a permanent £28 million transfer. However, with nothing certain at this time, we once again chose to omit him. So what else can we draw from this list? We originally wondered if Bayern Munich would dominate this list, and with 50% of the players, we can definitely say they did. Another interesting comparison is the dividend and win totals between the league we looked at in depth, Serie A. The top 10 Bundesliga players delivered a total of £2.81, whilst the Serie A top 10 delivered over £1 more with £3.88. When it comes to number of wins, the Bundesliga contingent pulled in 11 top player and 27 combined positional wins. Meanwhile, those players in Serie A put together 14 top player and 35 positional wins. As always, thanks again for watching our latest video and we hope you found it informative. Be sure to check out our website at footyindexscout.co.uk where you'll find numerous tools and features custom built for Football Index Day. We've got interactive databases, complete history of buzz winners, historical stats and loads more useful information perfect for Football Index investors at all levels of experience. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at footyindexscout. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.